Welcome back to Spaghetti for Your Thoughts. I'm Greta.
I'm Jenika.
And we join you from nature today.
Nature.
Ooh. Ew.
It adds a little bit of romance.
A little romance.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm ready.
I mean, kind of, right?
It's pretty romantic.
It's romantic.
You know what tree's romantic?
A willow.
Yep. You know what tree's not romantic?
Let me think about it. A pine tree.
Yes.
Is that what you were actually thinking?
I was.
Oh my god, that's so
I
funny.
was like, it's got to be a pine
But
tree.
recently, I think I already told you this a while back, but recently I've been thinking romantic is a really underused word for what it's actually
100%,
meant to be used for. Does that make sense?
Yes. Give me an example.
Well, it's just like when you're walking, you're like, that's such a romantic spot. I don't necessarily mean like, oh, a couple would
rock that moment.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like a romantic space.
Right. There's something about it. There's a beauty there. It's
Yes.
romantic. Yeah.
So I think we should start
get
using
it.
romantic as
I think
more
so. So in
like,
other words, you're like, this is very
this is romantic.
Indeed.
Romanticized. See,
100%.
that's a verb that
True.
people use. Like, oh, that's so romanticized. Meaning like they're thinking it's better than it really is.
That's true.
So if something's
in
romantic,
essence,
it's really nice and you know.
I like
anyway,
it.
that was unnecessary.
No,
but...
Jen, I'm 100% on board. I've just been struggling to get this.
Are
can
you?
open.
Okay.
I'm struggling right now. Let me just get my little drink.
Get it going, girl. You're going
to
to spill the whole thing.
Probably.
That'd be good content.
It would.
Okay.
Got it.
Anyway, how was your week? Just quick.
Week was very good. Work was long. Oh, on Thursday, I drove to Salt Lake City.
Why?
For work.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving there Sunday.
Oh, that's right, for your Rachel Chenna Riri concert.
Yeah.
Are
Wait,
you
so
excited?
why you went to pick up something or?
I went to pick up some
buddy.
Yes.
Alive or dead?
It's part of the job. I told my family, I texted them and I said, I'm having my Stand By Me moment. Does that make sense? Have you seen Stand By Me?
Yeah, I have, but
together.
I'm trying to understand what the reference is here.
The whole plot of that movie is boys go on a journey to go see a dead body. And so I'm like, I'm having my Stand By Me moment today.
You have that every day.
Kind of, yeah.
But I guess the journey isn't quite as far.
Yeah, no, but Thomas went with me and we got snacks and we listened to our little podcast.
That's so fun. So you guys have been wanting to go on a road trip. Does that count?
Literally, we were like, this will scratch the itch a little bit.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the itch has been scratched.
You're
good.
done. You're done.
Driving?
I know. The older I get. Speaking of something that makes me feel old.
Oh, my stars.
A good road trip.
I'm like, ooh, I'm about 45 minutes in. I'm ready to be done. Let alone an 8-hour, 10-hour
Salt Lake's
drive.
about my max nowadays.
To me, like,
that's like 5-6 hours.
That's the thing. The drive there, not a problem.
Yeah.
Especially if you're staying.
Yeah.
But then to turn it around and do another
Immediately
5.
go back.
That was kind of
That's
a lot.
hard.
But it was fun. That was my week. What about you?
School's out for the summer, baby.
Yay, Jenna!
So my week was, it was chaotic, but it was good. Got Billie Eilish tickets this week as well.
You did?
Yes.
Where's that at?
So she just dropped new show dates. Just
my
random.
Word. Well, happy summer.
Happy summer to us.
Indeed.
And I have heard that the Ticketmaster situation has been HE double hockey sticks. So the fact that me and Caitlin even got tickets at all is a miracle.
Scalpers or why?
Well, no, the nice thing is she made it so you can't be a scalper because any ticket you sell has to be sold at face value.
How do they control that, though?
So like if it's not sold through Ticketmaster, they won't let you in at the show.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it keeps people from scalping.
Yeah.
But she's so big that like these venues that are like for 15,000 people, it's a whole saga I'm not going to get into.
I want to hear it, but sure. Give me the condensed version.
So Caitlin got pre-sale. So she was able to do it on Monday. We're like, this is great. She has the Amex pre-sale or whatever.
Nice.
So she went in there. It was like, she would click something, it would be gone. Click something, gone.
Oh,
like that fast. And so she finally got us a 200 level, like nosebleeds. But we're like, that's okay.
We're there.
We got it. We were excited anyway.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I should just try for general sale. So when the rest of the public can buy tickets, which was yesterday, to see if I can get us floor.
Yeah.
Because that's what we really want.
Of course.
If it's not crazy expensive. So anyway, I was in the waiting room on Ticketmaster and I was there like half hour before the sale went on. And then once I got into the queue, I was 15,000th in line. And I'm like, this venue holds 15,000 people, and there's
and you
already
were
been
there.
pre-sale.
So what? Were all those other people online for hours? That's crazy.
Well, I don't get the whole waiting room
Yeah.
thing, because I saw so many videos like, I logged in 3 minutes ago and I'm 1,000th in
Oh
line.
my
And
word!
I'm
Well,
like,
it's like, you know, when you get your airplane seats like the day before, and everyone's waiting, and then they hit reload, and
Yeah.
you're like, I'm in section C. How
Yeah.
did that happen?
right? Exactly.
People's fingers hit the button a millisecond before mine.
Exactly. So anyway, I was like, well, there's no chance of me getting anything.
Right.
So I was just glad that Caitlin got them on Monday,
Yeah.
because I was on TikTok and everyone was like, I didn't get tickets. The minute I got in, it was sold out immediately. And so
That's
I'm just feeling really
sad.
gray that we
Yeah.
got our spots.
Oh,
Even though they're
good.
nosebleeds, I'm
But
jazzed.
listen, apparently it was just a nightmare.
Yeah,
so
it was a nightmare. So the
Yeah.
fact that we got it is a miracle.
yeah.
So my week was good.
So you're like,
And now I'm on summer
victories.
break, and I'm going to a
Yeah.
concert this weekend, and then I got a couple concerts on the back burner.
Oh my word!
So I'm
what a
feeling
girl! She's just starting it off with a bang.
Cheers to that.
This is so exciting. So, how did you feel walking out of school on that last day? Just free?
Super neutral. I'm gonna be honest.
But you know, like when you're a kid and it's Friday and you leave school and you're like, the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way anymore on weekends. Like,
I felt
really.
more excited about the weekends than I did about summer break for
Right,
some reason.
I don't know.
I think it's kind of anticlimactic almost.
Well, it's
Like,
hard for your
summer,
brain to understand, like, that's what's happening.
I'm not coming back on
Yeah,
Monday. Like,
it's hard
that's
for
it.
you to kind of conceptualize that.
It'll feel really good in like a week
Right.
when I haven't gone back to that building.
Ooh, and you're like, oh, it's Monday and I can sleep in if my body will let me.
I know, I've been waking up at 7, so
Me
that hasn't
too.
been, yeah.
Well, this is weird because my body usually wakes me up at 8, and for some reason this week it's like, we're upgrading you to 7, girl. And I'm like,
Yay,
hey,
you.
that's been weird.
Greta had Comic-Con and she made a fortune.
I did. I had a very fun time. That is something that has been giving me joy lately.
Oh,
is just
that's
thinking
something you've been
and,
loving.
yeah, reliving the experiences, meeting people, selling art. Yeah.
Did
all
you have
the
any
things.
cool experiences that you would like to share?
I mean, I met Ray Park, the actor for the original Darth Maul. That means literally
If
zero
that's
to
exciting
Jenika.
to you,
It was
then-
very fun. I also met the actress who played Ginny Weasley from Harry Potter, which was really cool.
Also means nothing to me, but it's exciting for
That's
her.
true. It's very much not your scene.
Anyway, you want to hear what's been making me feel old recently?
Please.
Okay, so I was watching the video.
Watching a little
I watched
video.
a little video.
Little video.
Anyway, and this girl she was like a mom of like teenagers or
Mhm.
like middle schoolers or something.
Mm.
And they were having a spirit day, and their spirit day was dressed like it's 2016. Yeah,
Also, that's such a random, like,
I know.
not even 2015,
So
like
her
on
daughter
a 5.
had like a long statement necklace on.
Did it have an owl on the end or a mustache?
I don't remember. And and I think she had like a mustache shirt or something like
Oh,
that.
my
And I was like,
stars.
this is old for them.
I guess.
2016.
Well, middle school, you said?
Yeah, I think she was in middle school.
So they were like
So
5
she
years
would have
old
been
when
like
that happened.
13 currently.
Yeah.
I'm not doing.
So she was like a toddler.
I shouldn't
in
do math. Have we
2016.
not learned this?
It's summer. We don't need to. Yeah, exactly.
She would have been like 4 or
Yeah.
5.
So I guess that makes sense because, like, if we did a spirit week, it'd be the.
But
That's
still,
not
it
weird.
still seems.
We wouldn't have done an early 2000s spirit week.
Maybe
when we were in
but
middle
no,
school?
probably not.
Not for middle school.
Probably not.
That's weird. But
Anyway,
yeah.
that made me feel old. Maybe
that's
her
aging.
school is weird though.
Yeah.
So maybe
No,
I shouldn't
that's
feel old
super
from
weird.
that.
That's super weird.
But 2016,
Yikes.
so recent.
Well, the thing that's been making me feel old, speaking of Star Wars, and this is kind of very old news, but the internet's still kind of riding the high. The prequels were made about 20, 25 years ago, and they've kind of just had a resurgence among the fandom. And so
That's fun.
it's both what I've been loving this week and what's been making me feel old, because I'm like, wow, those are like a quarter of a century old. That's cool. And yeah, they're seeing their day, their resurrected day. But yeah.
That's weird. So they're already coming back around the bend, huh?
Yeah, and they like were in theaters again, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's
how they-
fun.
I missed it though. I didn't get to go.
So were you like 5 years old when these first
Yeah,
came
I
out?
remember when my dad went to see them, and I was like, someday when I'm older, I'll get to watch those movies.
And now you are.
And now I have. And I've watched them this week, actually. It was very fun.
You watched all of them?
I watched 2 of them.
That's fun.
And okay, I was watching them also through the lens of like, I'm going to show these to Jenika someday.
Mm.
And I was watching them, and I'm like, she is not going to like these.
I don't think it's going to be worth my time.
No, I think you're not going to enjoy them at all.
So then why should I do that?
Because then I can say I watched Star Wars with an adult for her first time watching Star Wars. Who gets
You
to
just
have
want this for
who
your
gets
own.
to have that experience? It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just watch 1 or 2.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Or do I have to watch them all if I'm gonna do it? Like, do I have to commit to that?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what I can get you to do.
Okay.
Anyway,
we'll see if I even make it through a singular episode.
Fair enough.
I do want to watch Twilight, the whole thing, though.
Okay, well, if you want me to be there, I'll be there.
Okay, I do want you to be there.
I do love myself a little Twilight.
I've only seen the first movie.
That's the worst. Well, no, I love it.
It's hilarious, but but why? Why are there all these clips going around of like how like weird it is? Like,
it's so weird.
Why are they kicking? Have you seen the clip of like those people in the background have like a
kicking
they're kicking
hacky
air
sack that does not
There's
exist.
air.
I just love how the fandom is so bored. They're like, let's look in the background and see what's going on. Oh my word, they're kicking a hacky sack that's not even
silly.
there.
And like when she's like dumping the ketchup
or
ketchup.
whatever, the ketchup is classic.
Just like, what is with that movie?
Well, people, you can go to that restaurant where she has that burger with the ketchup, and everyone recreates that.
Amazing.
I'm gonna have to go do that.
Aren't you and Lisa going on a
we
trip
want
to see it?
We're hoping this fall. So yeah, we're gonna hit that little diner up and get our little ketchup moment.
I love that.
It's great. So this is the one fact I really wanted to talk about. I literally have
Is now the time?
I don't know. It's not like deep. It's just hilarious to me.
Okay, I'm excited.
So a few weeks ago, this was literally how long ago it was, and I've been chafing at the bit to talk to you about that.
Okay.
So I saw this thing on Instagram, and I thought this was a joke. Like, I thought this was just one of those trying to get clout traction things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm reading the comments. I'm like, this is real? And I'm wondering if you've heard about this.
Okay, I'm excited.
It's this picture of Big Thunder Mountain. Is this
Okay,
ringing a bell
no.
yet? Okay. It says, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad's slogan should be the healthiest ride in the wilderness. Researchers rode Big Mountain with an artificial kidney filled with kidney stones and discovered that the stones passed 63.89% of the time when held in the back seat. An emergency kidney stone removal costs on average $8,766. Knowing this, a trip to Disney saves you money and outright qualifies as a health retreat.
Wow.
And I'm like, what?
But how?
That's the thing. I don't understand.
Do they have any other information?
No,
on
and
that?
that's why I was like, is this just one of those, I thought it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm reading the comments, and I'm just like, this is real. This first person says, 100% true for me. Legit passed a stone after this ride. Sadly started passing it while on Pirates. Medical cast members at the parks are great though. By the time they wheeled me through backstage and where my friend had pulled up with her car, I declined ambulance since I knew what I was. I was already feeling better.
Knew what I was?
Like passing a stone.
Oh.
Stone passed and I went home.
Did they know they needed to do this before coming?
I don't know, because this person says, I suffer from kidney stones and I try riding this a couple times every few months and it truly helps. I haven't had...
This is not real.
I know. And like, I haven't had one in a few years.
Because of Thunder Mountain?
Yes. This person said, took my dad to ride Thunder Mountain when he had a massive kidney stone. The cast members were so nice and let us ride in the back 3 times in a row. Turns out
So we should just tell them we have kidney stones.
I know, because that's
the
best seat. And they're like, you do? And I'm like, yes. And I'm going to have to go through a couple times. It's a big one.
Yeah, I'm really going to need to pass this.
I mean, this person says, turns out his kidney stone was far too big for that and too far into his system, but it was worth a try.
Sure.
And literally, like, there were so many comments like, this is real. We've done this.
What? And
I'm like,
so is it something about the speed?
Just being whipped around? Oh, another one I saw said, I had kidney stones, but still went to Six Flags and rode the coasters. Went to my doctors for a follow-up, and they had all passed.
So it's like not notice they had passed? Don't you feel that? Isn't that a very painful thing?
We should look into this more, but apparently riding roller coasters helps you pass kidney stones. And I thought that was fascinating.
I just feel like I would be in so much pain. I wouldn't want to be doing a roller coaster while I'm trying to pass a kidney stone.
I'm just like, I'm having so much fun. Ouch. Ouch.
It's passing.
Oh, it happened. Go again.
Don't you have to go to the bathroom to pass it?
I don't know. I'm thankful I don't understand how that works.
Yeah.
Most people have to do that probably once in their life, right?
Have a kidney stone? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's like you...
Isn't there another spot to get a stone? Like in your bladder or something?
Well, you can get a kidney stone. Or...
Indeed.
A gallbladder stone.
Okay. And that's a whole different situation.
Well, maybe it would help.
I should ride Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, because I've had some gallbladder pains.
And you think you have a stone?
There was talk of it. But
there was lore. There was talk.
But I'm not so sure.
That's a who.
All right. The other day, I got what was it? A sweater or something. And by the other day, I mean like
months ago.
This was November or something.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit warm.
But I've been thinking about this for a while, but this really got me thinking about it more. Anyway, got this sweater from Old Navy. Long story long, I just really don't like sizes these days.
Erin and I were just talking about this morning.
Were you?
Mm-hmm. Tell me why.
Like, I got this sweater size large. Okay, I'm not a small person for sure, but I wouldn't say I'm like large.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I just think we're very tall. We have big frames.
Was like a fit me tightly, and it was a large, and the sleeves were like here, and it was like tight on my body, and it was a size large. Okay, and then ever since, and this shirt's, yes, big, but this is an extra large.
Right.
Which to me, an extra large person could not fit in this very well. I think
it would have to be a little bigger.
Yeah, I agree.
A little bit.
So I'm like, what is going on
I know.
With the sizes these days?
I agree. And usually I feel like they veer the other direction when they kind of start changing. I feel like things get bigger.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that that's the case too. I'm like...
And I know like back in the day, like a size 14 was like tiny.
Right.
And so it's like, oh, you were 14, but you're actually a twig.
Right, exactly. The whole game has changed, but it's weird that places like Old Navy, Target, you go in there and you're like, this is a large, it is not comfy. Well, this is also what I was telling Erin about. Speaking of like, you and I are tall people. I wear anything from a small to an extra large, depending on what it is.
Right.
You know? But generally a medium.
Yeah, I'm a medium
Something like this fits me fine, but the legs are super short. But then I'm imagining just a medium girl who's like a small girl.
Yeah.
And this will be like huge on her.
Long and yeah.
Baggy. And I'm like, what is the standard?
Anyway, I just wrote down sizes these days.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Big old question mark.
I feel like it's gotten worse.
I just don't like shopping very much anymore. It's discouraging and expensive and yeah, but I want new clothes.
I know.
Yeah. But you didn't get the sweater. Did you get any sweater? Or you?
No, I did get this sweater.
You did. Have I seen it?
It's blue.
You like it?
Cable knitting.
Even though it's tight and short on your
arms? Because it still looks cute with some stuff. Like I roll up the sleeves and then I wear something underneath it, like a little dress shirt underneath, and then it kind of pokes down.
What a lot of work.
It is, but I like it overall. There's our grandpa.
Where? Oh, hi, Grandpa. What a cutie.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sizes.
What's the deal with that?
I don't know.
I
hate that.
I also saw this video that made me LOL.
Okay.
This girl was like, why can none of our parents say Chipotle?
For real?
Like, wait, that's a universal experience because my parents can never say Chipotle.
What do they say?
Chipotle, my dad has said, or what else? He says a bunch of random stuff, but it's never Chipotle.
That's so funny.
Chipotle. Chipotle.
I just remember the time I had my GPS, like Siri, take me to Chipotle.
What'd she call it?
She was like, starting route to Chipotle. Chipotle.
That is what it looks like.
It's not a cookie place.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
That's amazing.
It'd be a cute little cookie place.
That would. Chipotle?
Chipotle.
Actually, no, wouldn't it? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Chip?
I guess I'm thinking of Chip.
There is a place called Chip.
Oh my word. Speaking of Chip and speaking of like, oh, some ASMR.
You're welcome.
What flavor is that?
This is
cherry cola. Good? Apparently it's fine. You know the one I hate of those is the cherry vanilla.
I hate this.
Bad?
Yeah, try this.
The cherry flavor for Olipop
the cherry
is
really bad.
We love Olipop.
Please
love sponsor
Olipop.
us. But Olipop, change your cherry flavor.
Yeah, because the cherry vanilla is really bad too.
This is way better than the cherry vanilla.
But let that aftertaste hit you.
It's the cherry. It's bad. It's a bad cherry.
It's so artificial tasting.
I hate that. But anyway,
3 out of 10.
So I was reading this article the other day because sometimes when I'm bored at work, I just turn on the search engine and they give you like all those stupid articles and recipes. And I saw this.
Recipes?
They have like recipes or like this celebrity did this.
What is this? Okay. Google?
No, it's just like I can't explain it. You
like
just turn
it pops up and there's like little squares of news and stuff. Yeah.
So one that came up was 10 or like 15 facts you don't know about Crumbl Cookie. And I'm like, wanna bet? Exactly. So I'm like, well, I've got to talk about this on the podcast because Jen and I are Crumbl advocates.
Yeah, let us know if you'd be interested in a Crumbl try because what do you call it? try.
Like a
taste test.
Yeah, of course.
The Crumbl taste
well,
test.
I'm interested. I'll be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. We'll do a whole flight of cookies.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Exactly.
Anyway,
so I'm reading this article, and every single one. What is happening with you?
I should really just eat this like a normal person.
Well, that's why I elected to chop and not string. Every fact they had about Crumbl Cookies was just
very basic.
Very basic to the point where it was laughable. I'm like, I don't care if you've never heard of Crumbl Cookie.
Like what the owners are from Utah?
That was one of them. Or like their cousins.
Their cousins.
Yeah. The other one was they have a social media.
Okay. That was a fact?
Yes. I'm like, they are scraping for facts. Social media? They have a social media presence. I'm like, okay.
Thank you, Catherine.
They have a weekly changing menu. Okay. They have an open concept kitchen.
I guess this is a good facts for someone who's never heard of this place in their life.
I guess. But I was just like, I was hoping for like a deep dive. And then they're like, they have an iconic pink color scheme.
Oh my.
It was crazy. The only one that slightly got me was when you start working there, you have to sign DNR.
What's a DNR?
No, not DNR. That's do not
NDA?
Resuscitate. NDA. Sign a DNR. Do not resuscitate.
We're not allowed to resuscitate you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You had too many Crumbl Cookies. This is on you.
Not my problem.
DNR. That.
Yeah, NDA.
NDA, a non-disclosure agreement.
Yes.
For the recipes. Which I kind of understood. But then at the bottom of that whole fact, they said, but they come in pre-bagged mixes. So it's not like you could really figure it out anyway. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, just they have a factory that makes them and then they ship them out and then they make them in-house. So
it's like, is it powder or is it actual batter?
I don't know. I would assume it's powder.
See, these are the facts we want to know.
That's the thing.
We don't want to know that they have a social media
That's
account.
the thing. I was like, okay, thank you for
answering no questions.
Useless reptile.
Yeah,
so,
literally.
Yeah, that was my problem.
What's been your favorite Crumbl that you've had?
Okay, several years ago, during like October, they had a pumpkin Oreo.
Oh, yum.
Oh my goodness.
Their pumpkin stuff's usually pretty good.
Their pumpkin stuff's always great.
Yeah.
Their Oreo stuff is always great.
Yeah, agreed.
So
together
it was amazing.
I miss that one?
I know. It was they've probably done it again, but it was just during October. And I was like, what about you?
Well, dare I say, my favorite is the pink sugar cookie.
It's amazing.
The almondy flavoring.
Amazing.
I thought you didn't like the almond flavor.
The almond is harsh for me, but it is a good cookie.
But if I'm going like unique, probably they're like cinnamon toast crunch cookie.
Those kind of things. Yeah. Anytime they do like a cinnamony or like very simple.
Yes. Like I do not ever like their lemon flavored stuff. I've come to learn.
So far, no good.
No, it's harsh, too sweet.
But not harsh enough.
It's not lemony enough. It's just too sugary.
100%. Yeah. Yes, agreed. 100%.
Oh my goodness. Do you remember how the Kourtney Kardashian cake was such a big deal?
Oh, I wish I would have tried it.
I know. Neither of us tried it.
I know.
It was
maybe it'll come back around.
Big thing. Everyone was trying the Kourtney Kardashian cake, and apparently it tastes disgusting.
It can't be that bad.
Well, Crumbl did like one for each Kardashian.
Yep.
And hers was like gluten-free and dairy-free and
which I think that's
nut
cool
free
that was like
sugar-free and everything free.
It's a wonder it solidified in any way.
Okay, so I saw this video of the actual owner of Crumbl trying the cake.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, it's really good. And you could tell he did not think it was good.
Okay,
that's just my take on it.
If this same man is the man who made like a dulce de leche triple stack whatever and was like, that's a cookie.
Yes.
There's no way he's gonna backtrack and be like, no sugar, no
flour.
It's
delish.
Ding. Yeah. I support this. No. That's a hoot.
Brother.
That's a hoot.
Are cookie places like things in other parts of the country? Like,
well,
I just feel like we have a lot of cookie places.
One of the Crumbl facts was that they are international. They're like all over America.
International.
Well, across the U.S.
Okay, that's not international.
I think it said something about they're going to Europe or something.
That's not international.
It is if they're going to Europe.
Well, yeah, that is. I feel like it's international all across the USA.
You know what? I can't talk about it. I signed a DNR.
DNR. Brother.
No, I don't know. Well, because when yogurt places had a chokehold on America,
that was a time.
And it's
stamp.
Like, I saw this meme where it was like, we didn't need 100 yogurt places, but we also didn't need all of them to close.
That's true. You really can't find FROYO if you tried.
One around here now. kind of.
Yeah, they did really all shut down shop.
They're kind of expensive though. Like, let's be real.
I would never choose to go get frozen yogurt.
Like, if you're getting ice cream.
If someone's like, let's go out and get the dessert, it's not going to be, let's get FROYO.
Because here's the thing, too. For me, with, like, ice cream, if I can't go through a drive-thru, I'm not walking in and getting ice cream.
No,
not
and it's always freezing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a whole process.
I will tell you, though, I love the way an ice cream...
I didn't know it was by weight.
Josh, it's by weight.
He's like, this was so expensive. He's like, full to the brim.
Anytime people fill the FROYO cup, I'm like, enjoy taking out a second mortgage,
literally,
buddy.
it's so expensive.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I used to go when I was young and just get like a dollop of Daisy.
You literally
and
do like
just,
a little
some M&Ms.
Smear
and I always did the popping juicy things.
Delish. And
that was it. And it was still like $12.
I know. Well, I remember back in the day, there was an article in one of those girly magazines that like how to save money at a FROYO place. Just do whipped cream and sprinkles. It's lighter.
What is with these articles giving you the most basic information?
It makes me feel both stupid and smart because I'm like, yeah.
You're like, I knew that.
But I will tell you, sometimes at a FROYO place, if I feel like treating myself, I get like a chunk of brownie.
The chunk of brownie really does make it
that's
extra
gonna add some
special.
ounces, man.
But see, that's the thing. Josh had like 4 brownie bites on it.
And he filled the ice cream above the brim. With hot fudge, maybe?
Probably. Caramel, who knows what else.
This isn't really something that we need to get into, but I'm just like, do you know anything about the bonus Jonas?
I mean, they have a 4th brother.
And that's it.
And he's the bonus Jonas.
Do you know what his name is?
Frankie.
Okay, there you go.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as long as you know his name and you recognize...
Did you know his name?
Through the years, I've known it's Frankie. I don't really keep up with those guys.
But, like, if I asked you today before I answered, would you know?
Probably not.
Yeah. Anyway, do you know the name of the Jonas Brothers?
Kevin, Nick, and Joe.
Oh, good.
Who was always your favorite?
Who do you think? If you say this one person, I'm going to be mad at you.
Kevin.
No.
Kevin's not your favorite?
That's Julia's favorite.
Oh, that's so Julia.
Okay, but like...
Joe, for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course you're Joe. And guess mine?
I thought you were going to say Nick and I was going to be mad at you.
Well, guess mine.
Was yours Nick? Everyone liked Nick.
Everyone liked Nick, but here's my claim to that fame is I wasn't familiar with them at all. So at face value, I'm like, I'm picking the
But he had the worst voice and everyone thought he sang the best.
That's classic, isn't it? Yes, I like Nick Jonas the best, but that's because I wasn't super familiar with them.
Objectively, in my opinion... So, wait, what's objectively mean? I can't say objectively in my opinion,
subjectively,
can I? In your opinion. Subjectively in my opinion.
Just say in my opinion. There it is.
He has the worst voice, for sure.
I'm slipping into
and it was so like this.
Yeah, like, you're right.
And I was like,
but that's
buddy.
such like a stamp of the times. Like, oh,
yeah, but Joe had that too, but not with such an obnoxious tone.
Fair enough. I'll allow it.
But you know those videos of them people post where their knees are just like
I was gonna say they're dancing. Like,
so funny.
Those are such a hoot.
I just like Julia and Caitlin have gone to a few Jonas Brothers concerts in the last decade or so, and I just have no interest.
No interest for you.
Not even slightly.
There's nothing nostalgic like that would make you go, oh, I would love to go see them in concert.
I mean, if someone gave me a free ticket and it was really convenient, I would go.
What if the Wiggles came to town?
Now that's a different story.
Is it though?
Which Wiggle did you like? Isn't the purple one gay?
I don't know. Probably they all are. Probably.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Are they gay for each other?
There's definitely some fan fictions out there.
I bet there is.
You have to know. Captain
Wait,
Feathersword.
I feel like I need to look at what they look like because I kind of forgot.
So I think traditionally I liked each of them at different times. I was a
depending
fan.
on your season of life.
You know.
Okay, why do they look like different than I could have ever remembered?
But that's because when you're a kid, it's like, oh my stars.
Right?
They kind of look like the Beatles. I kind of like the blue
Is that
guy.
who they were trying to be?
Kind of.
The blue guy's so suave.
Isn't he very crisp?
Okay, now that I'm looking at this, I remember liking the yellow guy the best because he was tall.
Yep.
And I just liked his presence.
Yep.
But now I would look at this and go, blue guy for sure.
But looking at that, I think it was red guy.
That was your favorite? He's nightmare.
Yeah, agreed.
He is fever
I'm
dream.
pretty sure they went
pedophile vibes.
I know. I'm pretty sure they went on tour a few years ago, and two of them had heart attacks on stage or something.
It's time to be done.
It's time to maybe call it.
It's time to pack it in, Wiggles.
Pack it in, Wiggles. Speaking of, I actually do have this in my notes. You know Allie and AJ, right?
Yeah, they're coming
They're
here.
coming to Boise.
I saw that.
Is that something you're interested in?
No, unless it was free again.
See, this is the thing. I'm like, I don't know any of their music.
No, I don't really either.
Not super familiar with them, but I'm like, they're iconic.
Wait, they're from Cowbells, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one did you like better?
The younger one.
The one with the...
Oh, I don't know. Does she have a...
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think
I've
ever seen
girl
Cowbells.
Or the short girl?
The short girl.
You liked her?
Yeah.
The tall girl was way better.
In what way?
She was just not as annoying.
Maybe, but
I can't remember who was who.
I think AJ's the one.
AJ, Allie. No, Allie's the annoying one. AJ's the good one.
Really?
I think.
I don't know who's who, but I was watching The Good Doctor like last year, and they were on an episode of it, and that was killing me.
The Good Doctor?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was killing me.
Wait, is that a current show?
It ended like a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which twin was your favorite on Mary Kate or Ashley?
I have no opinion on that because I wasn't a Full House kid.
But did you ever watch any of the Mary Kate and Ashley movies?
No, never. Zero. I've not seen a single one.
That is a crime.
I know.
Okay, I'll watch Star
them.
Wars if you watch Mary Kate and Ashley. Actually, that's not a fair trade because you want to watch Mary Kate and Ashley. Who won it?
I mean, I'm not super excited about it, but...
All aboard the choo-choo. Wait, that is not Mary Kate and Ashley.
That's just a child song. I love how you were getting into it, like, never mind.
Let me back away from that. No, that was that one show where that lady would go on the train and she was like...
Why did that play between every episode of every kid's show? They're like, and now the choo-choo
I know. What was that show called?
I don't know. Was that a whole show?
Was it called All Aboard? It was a show.
Oh my goodness.
This is like a weird, vague memory I have.
Yeah, you're starting to unlock it.
All aboard the choo-choo train. All aboard, choo-choo. Remember that?
I mean, I remember the lady with the little hat.
She had that. And
she's always like...
She was a real person, but the rest was animated.
Yeah, no, that's familiar. And the train was like...
Oh my word, here she is. It was called Choo Choo Soul.
Oh yes, Choo Choo Soul. Yep.
Why was it called Choo Choo Soul?
Because it was like soul music, brother.
Oh my word, she is scary.
Oh, they always are. Ugh, man, in hindsight, all these children's television hosts are frightening. Why do we always end up talking about children's TV?
I don't know, because it's like...
I think it's our new thing.
It's fun to talk about.
It is. I love it.
Do you remember that one show? You know what I'm going to say.
Okay, yes.
Two shows I really liked. Lazy
Town.
Lazy Town.
Oh, that was my life.
So fun.
That just scratched every itch I had
did.
as a child.
It really did. Something about it was satisfying. Yes. Does that make sense?
And just like the mixture of medias, we had puppets, we had acrobats, we had sound
animation,
effects.
We had claymation.
I'm sure that was an element, and a fantastic antagonist. Yeah, he was
good.
The coolest costumes.
I know, the colors.
Oh, it was just so satisfying.
Okay, that show and the octopus.
Oh. Of course, Oswald.
Very
soothing.
Isn't there a Mandela for Oswald?
I'm sure there is. I feel like I've told you the fact that I love, which is that Fred Savage is the voice of Oswald.
And we forgot who Fred Savage is.
You know, from
me and myself and I.
Ben Savage from Boy Meets World.
Yes.
His brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do like that fun fact. I'm searching Mandela effect for Oswald because I feel like there was one.
Oh, certainly.
Unless it was just my own Mandela.
Was it that the buildings were shaped like instruments and stuff?
Yeah, because weren't they?
What if they're not?
Oh my goodness. Is that what it is?
It might be. I don't know.
Okay, nothing's coming up.
Hey, good. That's fantastic.
So maybe the buildings really were shaped like what they were. Yeah, they didn't
Berenstain Bear that. Did you like Little Bill?
I loved Little Bill.
Little Bill or Caillou?
Why do I have to choose one?
You have to choose. You have to choose between the two bald children.
Oh my word, Oswald's tiny hat is so cute.
It's so cute. Remember when I found that Oswald hat?
At Forever 21?
Still regret not buying that.
Do you know Forever 21 is not a thing anymore?
Yeah, but didn't we talk about this? That it's like closing?
Did we talk about it?
I think we did briefly mention that.
Yeah, that's kind of... I have no opinion. Actually, my opinion is positive.
Well, what? Because the clothes were cheaply made?
I'm against fast fashion.
She is.
As I sit with my Target pants.
Are those from Target? They're very cute.
Thank you.
I love the pockets.
I regret buying them because they're...
Why? Oh, because fast fashion.
Yeah. Ooh. But they are fun and cute.
Listen, if you wear them out...
Yeah.
Then you've...
Now that I have them, I have them.
I mean, that's the thing. That's how I feel like about when you're at the store and like, do you want a plastic bag or do you want to save the environment? I'm like, well, the bag already exists.
Sitting right there.
Like, that's what I'm confused about.
Well, it's like the less people that use them, though, the less production of it they'll need.
Sure, and like there's not as many floating around.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. But do you know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, but the bag exists already.
I know, but yeah, less production, the better.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Someone was telling me about the production halting on pennies, and I think you were ahead of the curve on that knowledge. Because it's starting to slowly trickle out. People I know are like, did you know they're not making pennies? And I was like, let me tell you, I knew that 3 weeks ago.
And that's what we're all about here at Spaghetti for Your Thoughts.
You're welcome, people, for that beforehand.
You really got to keep watching for the goods.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
All aboard the
No, after that, we talked about Oswald, and then we talked about
fast fashion.
No, I wanted to say something about Oswald, didn't I?
Well, you looked it up. And
Little Bill or Caillou.
Yes,
that's what we were on.
Yep.
I also loved Max and Ruby. Did you like Max and Ruby?
Loved.
I want to, you know how people make that cake? The cake? I want to make that
I'm definitely going to do that for Erin's birthday someday.
Wait, where do you should? Because she's a big fan.
She's a huge fan.
So do they have a mom or?
You know, that's the question for the ages, because they have a grandma and she lives down the street.
They have a grandma, but they have no mom or dad.
They probably both work, trying to keep ends meet for that big old house.
This poor sister is just like in charge of raising Max.
Like the reason why we latched onto stuff like that as kids is because you're like, that's how it feels to be an older sister. You're like running the house, making it happen. I'm pretty sure she would like tuck her brother in for bed and stuff.
She did everything for Max.
The bug just flew into my nose.
Nice.
Fantastic.
She did everything for Max. She was Max's mom. In fact, when I was a kid, I thought Ruby was the mom.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah. For sure I did.
She's so short.
Well, size is but a
number,
But
baby.
a number?
Size is but a number.
I mean, come on. Funny. I really did.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway, Caillou or
I need you to choose. This is apparently harrowing for you.
It's really hard because I really love both.
Well, do you think they'd be friends? Do you think they'd hit it off?
Caillou and Little Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. Do you?
100%.
I know. Do you not like Little Bill?
I love Little Bill. He's fine, but he had his moments.
I love Little Bill. He's fine. What does that mean?
He's fine as a person, but I loved the show.
Oh, I got you. The actual Little Bill you feel nothing towards, but the show you love.
He skirts on Caillou, but he's better than Caillou's attitude. We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't need to go there, but Caillou's such a cutie.
Jenika's a Caillou stan.
I do love Caillou.
I told you about the time
Greta, I think I have to choose Caillou for prosperity reasons.
Prosperity
reasons.
Posterity?
Posterity reasons.
Prostate? Go on.
No. But I think Little Bill is objectively a better show.
Okay.
Did I use objectively correct?
You did. That's very good, Jenny.
Thank you.
My only memory, I think we've talked about this before, but I was like, my only memory of Little Bill is when he and his grandma were walking through the city and he finds $1 on the street.
He found $1?
He found $1.
Oh my God.
And he holds up this $1 and he's like, Grandma, can I keep this $1? She's like, well, does it belong to anybody? And he's like, has anybody lost $1? Has anybody lost $1?
He just calls out.
Yeah, he literally screaming in the city. And his grandma's like, I guess you can keep it. And so he's like so jazzed he got this $1.
What did he do with it? Did he save it? Was
Probably
that the whole point of the show?
I don't know. But ever since then, anytime I find money on the street, which is rare, but anytime I do, I'm like, should I? Like, has anybody lost $1? Because I was teaching you that's the right thing to do.
Actually, when was the last time you remember finding money on the ground?
I mean, the last time I found money was probably in like my own pant pocket, which is
exciting.
So exciting. But anything bigger than like a dime? Been a while.
I found $20 in Washington, D.C.
That feels nice.
It was incredible because I was like 13.
And that's like
$20
was to
insane.
You. Oh my, that's like $200 in kid money.
And I asked my parents if I could keep it, and they were like, "Yeah."
They're like, "I guess who's coming back for this?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Do you want to donate it to the Smithsonian Institute?"
And I said, "Negative."
You're like, I'm gonna buy myself a little souvenir with this thing.
I'm gonna buy me a shirt.
Do you remember what you bought with it?
No, I think I saved it. I was
You're such a saver. Yeah, you were a saver.
I had this Winnie the Pooh piggy bank, and I just had money on money rolled up in there when I was young.
Really? Yep.
I don't remember what I eventually spent it on. I think it was like a baby doll or something.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that your memory of money as a kid wasn't, oh, I bought this and I saved it for this.
Oh, it was Sasha, the Yeah.
The very specific.
It was Sasha and Nicholas. They were twins, and they were beautiful baby dolls.
Realistic.
And they were hyper realistic, except for they didn't have the weight of a real baby.
Oh, they were pretty heavy,
Okay,
though.
have you seen those, like, real babies?
Oh, I've seen some, yeah.
They're, like, fake, but they're real, and people are, like, taking them around places with them. And it's, like, kind of bordering on scary.
Well, it's kind of like, this is what you said is scarier than this in a way, but it's like when people bring their dogs to places in strollers. I'm sorry if that offends any of you guys,
that doesn't give me good vibes.
It's the same thing where it's like, it's almost like when you reach a certain age, biologically and mentally, you're kind of like, I want to take care of something, but they can't just spring forward and have a kid.
And maybe it's that, like, people with anxiety or, like,
it's definitely
I don't know, maybe
tool.
That's a thing, and that's fine if that's what you're using for, but people who are just like, this is my for real doll, and they, like, film videos about it, and then they take it to, like, Walmart and they stroll around in it and pretend it's real. I'm like,
oh yeah, I don't know.
That gives me awkward vibes.
I know people who collect them, but they don't treat them like children.
I saw this one video, this lady who was literally, like, talking about this trip she was going to go on and the clothes she was bringing for her for the car ride, and in case she gets cold, this is her blankie that I'm bringing, and, like, here's her bow for when we go to bubble. Like, it was next level scary.
And I just wonder how people react to that in public.
Yeah,
because they look pretty real at first, so then you're like, oh
yeah.
hi.
I mean, I've seen videos of people, like, coming up, approaching them and being like, your baby's so cute. Sometimes they go with it, and sometimes they tell them it's fake, and they're like, oh really?
Interesting.
Anyway, it's a whole culture, really.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm sure my feed will bring it up any day now
that they've heard us, you're gonna see only that.
There are people who do it for a hobby, like they collect the doll and then they paint them, like they do.
Oh,
it's like an art people do.
Oh, I can see that.
Like they paint the veins and the tiny little fingernails.
So they create them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah, that's like a cool. It's still to me creepy because it's a doll, but it's a cool art form. At least there's like a purpose.
But then, what's the purpose? To sell it or what?
Well, I know
people who take them to Walmart and pretend they're real.
Some people put them like in fairs or in competitions,
or to be like, this is a hyper realistic,
right? Like I painted this.
Yeah,
like,
that's impressive. It is impressive.
Yeah, so very, there's something for everybody.
Should we play a little gamesy?
Let's do it.
So we were thinking it would be kind of funny to play the finish the lyric song. Greta, can you tell them?
Yes, we were. We thought it'd be fun to finish the lyric.
Yeah.
So Jen's going to ask me questions about
Swizzle.
Taylor Swift, because I don't really know much.
She doesn't.
And I am going to ask her questions about Queen
Greta
Bee.
Pretends she doesn't like Taylor Swift and she loves her. Well, you don't like her, you like her music.
I like
the rest
some
of
of her music, but I'm just like, man, I'm never going to say I'm a fan. And I'm going to be asking Jenika Beyonce lyrics, which neither of us will
I know nothing.
Know.
I know
Should
Halo.
I go first? Should I go first?
Yeah, are we going to go back and forth? Or?
Oh, we could.
I know Halo and Single Ladies and...
Halo's by Beyonce?
Yeah.
See, this is how little I know.
And, I mean, I probably know a couple others, but, like...
I'll go first for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is a Beyonce song called American Requiem. It's from her newer country
I've heard
album.
of the song.
Okay, good. The lyrics are, it's a lot of chatter in here, but let me make myself clear.
I am. That is it?
Yeah.
Oh, the way you were giving me eyes,
I know, I was just trying to give you a little dopamine before
There's a lot
of
chatter
down.
in here.
But let me make myself
clear.
Is that how it goes?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like it would.
I was believing it was fantastic.
Let me make myself clear.
So clear.
I'm the queen bee.
Yeah, girl. Yeehaw.
I think it says, let me make myself clear. You don't belong in here.
Ooh. No.
Bummer. That was good.
It says, can you hear me? Or do you fear me?
Wait, that doesn't even go.
I know,
with
that's the problem.
Before
I'm reading a lot of these lyrics from her country album, and they don't really rhyme.
Okay, so maybe you should give me something from a different album besides Cowboy Carter, which is just don't get me started.
Okay,
on
what's
Cowboy
mine?
Carter. Okay, this is from Style, so you should know this song.
Okay,
you ready?
Style.
Yes.
Okay.
Joy. I should just tell you to leave because I know exactly where it leads, but I watch us go round and round each time. You should know this.
Can you sing it for me?
Watch us go round and round each time.
Like a carousel turning on
You
a
got
dime.
that.
James Dean. daydream.
Yes.
Look in your eye.
And I got that.
Red lip, classic thing that you like.
You're doing good.
And when I come crashing down.
Okay, that was too easy, I guess.
That was hard. Literally.
You crushed it.
You had to literally dangle the carrot for me.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, there it is.
You took off after you got that main.
Okay.
Good job.
All right. This is a song called
Chaos.
Crazy in Love featuring Jay-Z.
Got me looking so crazy right now. You touched me.
Yeah, you know it.
Right? Okay, hit me.
I look and stare so deep in your eyes. I touch on you more and more every time.
Oh my goodness.
It's a little nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's it?
That's all I'm giving you.
Okay, give me more.
I look and stare so deep in your eyes. I touch on you more and more every time.
That's all I get. I gave you so much more.
Okay.
Sing it for me.
I don't know it.
Okay.
You did.
I
You're
know.
the one who knows.
Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
That's not it.
Okay.
It goes, when you leave, I'm begging you not to go. Call your name 2-3 times in a row.
Oh my word.
Does that ring a bell?
Jay-Z.
There she goes.
Jay-Z.
Here she goes. Jay-Z. Jay-Z, don't go. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, don't go.
Babe, no, babe.
Jay-Z.
Babe. Imagine like a man is walking, you're like, Jay-Z, please. That's a hoot.
I don't stand a chance. Like, this isn't even.
I know. That's why I'm like,
stand a
yours
chance.
aren't fun for you.
No, give me a different artist.
No, we're doing Beyonce.
Okay, he said, let's get out of town. Drive it to the city, away from the crowds.
Away from the crowds. Something look at me now, nothing lasts forever.
Okay, that was right. The line
Okay, what was it?
I thought heaven can't help me now. Nothing lasts forever.
Okay.
This is gonna take me down. Oh, the tongue.
He's so mad when he does
We
it
don't
so
curse in this
well.
pod.
I didn't curse. I did it in a baby voice, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, right.
All right, last one for you is, and you know this song. Come on.
Okay, good. Single ladies?
Single ladies, of
Woo!
course.
I don't know the verses.
No, this is going to be the chorus, girl.
Okay.
Because if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Because if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. That's
the thing. No one knows that part. We all know the ring. Yeah, exactly. Very well. You got the beginning and the end. What's the meat in the middle?
Ding on it.
Hit my car. I didn't really put a ding on it.
What does it actually say? I'm actually really curious.
Don't be mad once you see that he want it.
What?
Don't be mad once you see that he want it.
What does that mean? Like if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
If you like, so basically, what she's saying is, if you liked me, you should have married me.
Oh! Don't be mad if you see that he's on it.
Yeah, basically.
Like he did it and you didn't.
He want it.
You could have.
Exactly. You were right there the whole time, and he's the one who's snatching it up. So.
Wait, what was the lyric? Don't be mad if you see that he's on it.
Don't be mad once you see that he want it.
Oh, he want it.
We're missing a few syllables to make that.
Don't be
really
mad
hit.
if you see that he want it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I'm getting it.
You had a chance, but you failed. Good try.
I did okay.
Honestly, considering what you had to work with, I'll give you a D.
It's just like asking you know of these songs.
Yes.
I guess I know of Single Ladies and the other one that you did, but
yeah. But here we are.
All right, I'm gonna do one from Midnights.
Okay, I don't even know what that means.
Oh, they keep asking me.
Oh, you keep
as
asking
if I'm
me.
gonna be your bride. The only kind of girl they see is a one night or a wife.
And there's more?
You're next.
What a story.
She always has a good story to tell.
I'm the girl in the back of the room, staring at you with my eyes so blue.
Is this what you think the lyric is?
Begging on my knees, baby, don't you go. One day more and you will know that I'm yours. Bah. And that's when the bass drops. Bah, bah. Yep.
I like yours better.
Thank you. What is it?
I don't even remember where I stopped.
I don't know this song, do I?
Oh, they keep asking me if I'm gonna be a friend.
Not a clue. And I think you nailed it.
It's a one night or a wife.
Kind of true.
I find it dizzying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're bringing my history. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was supposed to do that.
lavender haze creeping.
So you were hoping I would go, yeah, oh yeah.
I was hoping you go, I find it dizzying, yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, you really lobbed it up.
Bringing up my history, yeah, oh yeah.
You should have done
that. Was a fail on all accounts. Actually, you got one.
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
It was
I think I did amazing.
I think considering what you had to work with.
Considering the source, I did amazing.
Exactly. I'll take it. 10 out of 10. Ooh yeah.
Ooh yeah. Do you have any other tea?
I could talk about for a sec.
Yes. Tell them the news.
The news.
Okay, let me tell it.
Yeah, you tell the story.
The other day, we were chatting, me and Greta, and a few other people.
As we do.
And she was talking about American Idol. She said, my cousins, do you like how this direct eye contact?
Jen's really hoping
my cousin knew somebody who like started American Idol, and he was so good that the producer told him, if you go on this show, you're gonna win, and then your career might be like, you're an American Idol singer. Nobody really wants that, right? So he was like, gotcha, I'm gonna be done. Okay, does this ring a bell to any of you? It should. And I said, she's like, yeah, who was that guy? It's like his name had like 2 B's in it. And me and the other people that were around, who was it? Me and my sisters.
Your sisters.
We were like, are you talking about Benson Boone?
All 3 of you were like,
Benson Boone? And she was like, oh yeah, that's the one.
That's the guy.
That's the one? Apparently her cousins are close friends with this guy. Mm-hmm. They went to school together. They follow each other on Instagram.
Well, I don't know of those details, but I messaged my cousin the other day just to like get the details because I wasn't recalling.
Tell me.
I mean, there's not a lot, but I basically just said, hey, my cousins, I was telling them how you know Benson Boone. Like, remind me how you know him. And she's like, yeah, for sure. We grew up.
Yeah, for sure.
We grew up 3 houses away from each other our whole lives.
So this was in Montana?
Washington.
Mm-hmm. So he's from Washington. Okay.
Yeah. And they grew up together like their whole lives. They were friends. And so then, Jen,
that is mind-boggling.
I know.
Their whole lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so then this was cracking me up. I was having this shower thought yesterday. I was like, I've probably been rollerblading with Benson Boone.
Because you have hung out with some of her friends?
The likelihood that I've hung out with Benson Boone is
Do you know what he looks like?
Kind of, yeah.
So do you have any memories of a man who had like curly black hair?
Listen, when I would have seen him, we probably would have been like 8.
This is crazy.
But like when I went and visited my cousins, we were always outside playing with all the neighborhood kids. So what I'm saying is I probably rollerbladed or went swimming with, or both, with Benson Boone.
Wow.
And this is blowing her mind. I'm like,
this is mind blowing. And you don't know. Like,
I need to like get into
the extent of Benson Boone. Like he's blowing up. He was
so,
literally nominated for a Grammy.
Since we talked about this, he came up on my Instagram
feed. Stay.
Sounds excellent.
I want you, I need you, oh God. You don't know this song?
That sounds familiar. Is that him?
These beautiful things that I
got. This is what's making me feel old. I'm like, oh, that's a lovely little ditty. Oh yeah, I went rollerblading with that guy once, I think.
Oh, Benson?
Oh, Benson, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Benson. We used to hang out in Washington together.
Anyway, so that is crazy.
Yeah.
Almost as crazy. Okay, so this is another side note. Yeah. This friend from my church, she's met Billie
Eilish?
On the beach. They just walked next to each other and they did a little head nod at each other. And I was like, I'm sick.
What beach was this?
In California somewhere. She was like walking with her dad. And they just had an acknowledgement moment and then just moved on.
Yeah. How did this come up in conversation?
Well, we were talking about Billie, as I do.
And she's just like,
she's like, have I told you my Billie story? And I was like, do share. Well, and she shared that. And I said, so basically me and Billie are best friends because I know you.
Yeah. I mean, that's how that works.
I think it is. And I think Benson Boone and I are almost cousins.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how that works. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. So. That's crazy.
Girl, that's so crazy about Benson.
Yeah. I'm going to have to like look him up and really become a fan.
Can you like talk to him?
I mean,
can she get us
we probably could abuse this connection and get some tickets. Probably. I don't know.
I gagged.
Apparently,
is that what
it's
the
a big
kids
deal.
say?
Gagged. She's
I'm
gagged.
gagged
Guys.
at Benson Boone.
There you go. That worked. That was the correct way of
I'm
using
gagged
it.
at this information.
Gagged.
So I hate to be that person, but maybe we could get something going.
I mean, only if your friend hooks us up to go tanning on the beach with Billie. That's
that
the
sounds
same
like
standard.
An equivalent exchange.
The day that happens, I'll get you your Benson Boone tickets.
No, but actually, good. I'm not kidding.
I know you're not.
Not.
I will talk to her.
Do they still talk?
Yeah.
Is his parents still?
I just remember when
because they live in Arizona.
I remember when he was on American Idol, like the week he was on, my cousins had come to visit us and they were like texting him and being like, we saw you on Idol, like blah,
so they like have his phone number, the whole bit.
Yeah. Wow. Jen's starstruck.
So can they be like, hey Benson, can we come to your show and bring a couple friends?
Oh, I'm sure they would do that.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't even like Benson Boone that much, but it's just like it's Benson Boone and he has good music and
well, this is what I'm saying.
His crazy backflips. Are we kidding?
Oh, backflips.
Yeah, he like performs and then within the song he's just like
flips
around.
I really need to Google this.
It's
I'm excited.
Crazy.
I'll become a fan.
Yes,
yeah,
he has an incredible voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited.
Anyway,
sounds good.
Let's go to Benson Boone.
All right, let's do
on
it.
On the coattails of your cousin's friendship with him.
Woo!
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Drink your disgusting little Ollie Pop.
This is disgusting and I'm going to get sick from it, but love you guys. Love you,
guys.
Greta.
Have a great
Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
See ya.